Hey there. Good to meet you.
Otherwise known as 86 being. Much like a yummy piece of pizza, you were once much yummier, but then you got thrown on the floor, a couple of bites taken out of thee, and now you're all rough around the edges, but still yummy. I would still have you for dinner. Would you like to see the entrance to my lair?
Sure.
Eventually, your body parts will be down there. It's a little unkept today. The housekeeper hasn't been around because I've been busy killing all the bands of Denver until only my band remains. Maris the Great and the Faggots of Death. We will rule the world once I rid it of mortals such as 86B. But that's beside the point right now. We have a date. Ink. I do like a male mortal that has adorned his flesh in ink. You are on the grounds of my lair.
Just like I remember.
How unfortunate that you now have thrown your life away on vagina. But the day is still young. Okay, first things first.
Your seatbelt's going off, by the way.
We cannot get it around my bloated cadaver.
That's alright.
I am already dead. If you crash the truck, you will die. But I will still eat your roadkill cadaver.
Oh, sweet. Good, I don't want anything to go to waste.
So, look at this. You have hairy legs.
Yeah.
One wonders what else might be hairy on your cadaver. You're supposed to answer now.
Oh, I'm Manscaped. I'm Manscaped.
Why would you do such a thing to an innocent, furry body?
Because my poor wife, you know?
Oh! You had to bring up vagina. I knew that was coming sooner or later.
I mean, I'm married. I got a kid coming.
Oh, children are fearsome to the dead.
Hey, boss.
So filled with light from the other side are they. Alright, so at what point did this vagina come into your life and ruin everything?
Boss, battery. The battery's died.
So let's talk about your manscaping. If you did not manscape and ruin everything, how furry would you be?
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Yes.
I'm, on a scale of, we'll go from like a scale of orc to hobbit, I'm a hobbit.
I'm not sure what that means. Hobbits are hairier.
Hobbits are pretty hairy.
Okay. What about the most important hairy part? Your superior buttocks.
I haven't taken a gander in a while.
Do you manscape that?
Oh no.
Oh, so you let it go wild.
It's fucking hard to get to.
This is true. And this is why you should leave it alone. And while you're at it, leave the rest of your cadaver alone.
Okay.
Then that way, you keep your options open. Eventually, your female mortal meddling wife's vagina is just going to look like the same vagina day after day. And you're going to say, well, there it is, laying there looking like a hatchet wound, like it always does. I'm in the mood for something zippy. I'm in the mood for something different. And I would fall under the heading of different.
Clearly you've never met my wife, man.
Bixby. I would refer to your music as folk punk. Is that a correct term, or would you call it something else?
When I describe my music to people, I like to say that it's really pretty music with a fuck you message.
And what is the fuck you message that you tend to arises most often in your mind?
I have a lot of disdain for, I think, society in general.
You are a misanthrope.
Yeah, I'm not a left-leaning guy. I'm not a right-leaning guy. I believe in I'm in my own side, and I'm about this is about me having fun. I could give a flying fuck about anybody else and whether they're having fun or not. This is about me having fun.
So why is it acoustic as opposed to you having fun with a different kind of music, or how did this music come out of you?
My old man is a singer-songwriter, my dad, and he plays a lot of singer-songwriter stuff. So I grew up watching him, and when he would play, he could get a room of people just eating out of the palm of his hand with nothing but his voice and a piece of wood and 6 strings. And I was like, I want that.
Well, my light don't shine, but it used to sing. And it's nice to please my carpet and my tapestries. Well, life's bitch, I'm sick of it, I'm telling everyone. Well, I'm wrapped inside my cell, I get all my tongue. Just even though you let me sing, I cannot confide. I'm so fucking happy I can hide. The cold is getting to me and I could use a ride. I'm so fucking happy I can die. Take a swim with me, I'll show you everything.
I see. What kind of audience? Who is your audience? Is it metalheads, punks, or people are into a completely different kind of music?
When I'm performing for like a large audience, like a large eclectic audience, I think a lot of the squares are, I call them squares, I shouldn't say that, but I think a lot of the not even the punks, not even the metal kids, but like just the normies, the squares, I think they're pleasantly surprised by what I've got to say. This production company that I play with and that I play for, Swingin' News Productions, they like to put me in the middle of like punk rock and like metal nights. And
How's that go over?
the metalheads really like me, and they really enjoy what I put out. And
Why not the punk rockers?
I think because it isn't teeny bopper. Why did you break up with me? Let's work it out. The same old poppy skate stuff that's been around the last 20 years. I know that I'm not gonna win any popularity contests. I'm 38 years old. I've got a fucking dinosaur tattooed on my face. I'm married. I don't care. I'm not in this for. I'm not in this to try to win any awards. I have no delusions of grandeur. I'm in this to just. To quote fucking John Denver, of all people, I just love to play my songs for people.
'Cause I've got the spins, and I haven't touched a thing. The world moves too damn fast, and I can't keep up. And if this is good for me, why does it suck?
So, before we get to the best thing that ever happened to me, what came after?
Oh.
when I first talked to you and I asked your sexuality, you said I'm straight, but $20 is $20. Now, considering your drug past and that statement, one can only wonder, what have you done with male mortals for $20?
I mean, I guess I helped score him drugs. I never had to stoop to any of that.
But no doubt you've had a mere mortal perform fellatio on you
Oh,
within
no.
a drug haze.
No.
Yes, I think you have. I don't see
Well,
how it's
I mean,
possible
I don't
you
wanna-
can be addicted and be a self-respecting junkie if you don't have a story of getting fellatio from a male mortal
No,
in
I
an
never-
alley or something like that.
No, I never had to do that. No.
What kind of junkie are you?
The one that I got sick all the time. Every time I would puke. Every single fucking time.
Okay.
I was like a bad junkie. I wasn't very good at it.
Alright, since there's no like big meaty juicy meat, let's get to the boring part. At what point did you hit rock bottom or something like that and begin your journey in sobriety?
After my wife had left me, I moved to Grand Junction for a few years because my best friend lived out there. And I got myself in a band out there that did a decent amount of
What band?
playing. Jack and Jill, specifically.
Nice. What
Yeah.
kind of music?
Indie, alternative rock kind of stuff, you know. I played bass for them, and it was a great time. We played quite a bit. We did like the festivals thing and opened for some pretty big names, and that was pretty fun. But I was a raging alcoholic the entire time. Like I didn't go back so much to using drugs so much as I started drinking pretty heavily. And after 3 or 4 years of living out there, I needed to move back so that I could be closer to my son. And I was still drinking. And when I moved back to Denver, I had, like, it took about 6 months for, like, the rock bottom to really set in for me, I think. Because, like, I went from, like, knowing everybody in town and drinking for free and being a complete and total utter shit show to working jobs that I fucking hated, still drinking every single day, all day long, for like months and months and months. Almost 2 years I did that. And then finally one day I had woke up on my floor. And like 24 plus hours had passed, I guess, because I lost a whole day. And I was in a like a pile of my own puke, and I had pissed myself. I'm surprised I didn't poop myself. Which is something they don't talk about, by the way, about heroin. Is when you're a junkie, you poop yourself a lot.
I didn't know this.
A lot.
I see.
But I hadn't pooped myself. But the only one that was really around was my dog, Chloe girl, when I was inside. And I'd realized that I'd pushed everybody that I knew away. There was nobody that would have known. If I died, there was no way that anybody would have known. And who knows what I had done in that drunken stupor? I was probably taking pills because I was. Like if I found them, like I'd relapsed pretty hard at that point. And then it was August 12th, going on 6 years ago, when I woke up in that drunken stupor and I said, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
So, a mortal going through the same thing now, what advice would you give them?
That just because you're a junkie, it doesn't mean that people don't care about you. And we love you. Yeah, and reach out.
I'd do anything for bringing it back and junk. Cause a little dope, they say, well, God, it never hurt no one. That's a heavy price I pay. Fuck it, I'm having some